Senzo Meyiwa's best friend, Tumelo Madlala, has maintained that accused number 2, Bongani Ntanzi, was one of the intruders, on the day that Meyiwa was killed. Defense lawyer of suspects 1 to 4 was probing Madlala and says that he failed to describe the second suspect until he saw him on television. Madlala is under cross-examination. He's one of the people who was in the house when the former soccer star was gunned down. Newzroom Afrika's Mnisi is in court, and he's following developments where this is concerned. And of course, Linda, we know that this is something that Madlala has denied, saying fortunately for him, he doesn't even watch television.
Yes, he says he does not watch television a lot and does not believe in things that come out of the media. He maintains that while he does not remember the color of the jacket that the second intruder or the suspect wore on the night, or the second accused wore on the night of the shooting, he was quite certain that it was a jacket that had a hoodie. Now, he was answering to a question that emanated from a statement that spoke about the identification or the identity parade that he took part in. You'll remember in his previous testimony, he spoke about how he went to an identity parade, but there he couldn't point out to anyone who could have been inside or could have been an intruder on the night of the killing. Now, in that statement, Thobane, who is the lawyer for accused number 1 to 4, points out how, the statement says that he could not map out the second accused or the second intruder in the house. And he puts it to him that, his version then of that accused number 2 was the second intruder in the house was merely misguided and misinformed because, he could not map out as per the statement. Let's take a listen.
You pointing out accused number 2 in the court proceedings, you only did that because you saw him on the media. Here it is, it's very clear. You could not compile the so-called suspect. And according to you, accused number 2 is the second suspect who was standing by the door. According to your version, you want the court to believe.
Angikwazi lokho kusho ukuthathela lo namanje ngisangamkhomba futhi andinayazi namanje ngisangamkhomba futhi ubeka khona uyazi na so leyo ikhulumayo angikwazi ukuthi uyithatha.
I don't know what you are saying, where do you get it from. I'm saying that even now I can point him out because he was present in the house. As to what you are saying, I don't know where you get that from.
That's Tumelo Madlala there talking about, his certainty around the accused number 2, that's Bongani Ntanzi, who previously he pointed out as having been one of the intruders in the house. Now, he did this during a doc identification which took place in the last court sitting. Now, his testimony today, or the cross-examination, has really been dominated by, times and how he can't make reference or commit to a specific time when certain incidents took place. For example, you'll remember that in his previous testimony, he spoke about the issue of, the soccer match that they've been watching on the day, on the day of the shooting, that is, saying that it was a match between Manchester United as well as Chelsea. He was asked around what time then the intruders entered into the house, because in his previous testimony, he said after a while. Now, what the defense lawyer as well as the court sought clarity on was when exactly that after a while took place. Was it after a while they were watching the match, while the match was on television itself, or was it after the match? Because the defense lawyer now saying that the match took place at around 4 o'clock. Now, they wanted to seek, or they sought clarity from Madlala on when exactly it happened. And he says that, he does not have the exact time. He was asked to estimate whether it was seconds, a minute, or an hour, but he still could not estimate. And on a number of questions, he was asked to give an estimation on when certain events took place. And he says that he can't estimate, it's difficult for him to point out, and he's seemingly quite pressed around, the issue of time, and he says that, it's difficult for him to point out, at times even seemingly irritable by the questions around time, as he pushes back, saying that these questions around time keep coming back up, and he says he's indicated already that he cannot commit himself to a particular time when those events took place. So where we are right now is around another statement that was made, and it's currently, the defense lawyer is currently going through that statement, posing questions around, the contents of that particular statement. He also took a while to confirm that the statement, was signed by him. In fact, confirming that he was happy with that statement, ultimately saying that, well, the fact that there's my name and my signature in that statement means that, well, I was happy with the statement, if you put it that way, and hence my signature is attached to it.
And Mnisi, thank you very much for that update.